Hello, Imperial Master Park Jeong Soo. Happy New Year. Thank you. Thank you. Always good to see you. Always nice to see all leaders, not only in Korea but also in overseas. And I know this Success Academy is online, is different, but I like it more because I see more people from overseas, some of my partners as well. It's always good to see you. There are a lot of people. Thank you for coming again. Because of COVID-19 and pandemic situation, a lot of people are going through a difficult time. However, today I want to share a good news. And in the beginning of my Atomy career, my first dream, in which I had for a long time, and the Iksan Center, and I wanted to build and make in my building. And the dream that I had last year, because of COVID-19 and through the difficult time, and I start to do the construction work. So could you show us a slide? And that's my building. And that's a 4-story building. On the first floor is a coffee shop, cafe, and the second floor there is a meeting room for the Atomy members, and the third floor, the seminar room, and on the fourth is the office for Imperial Master, which is myself. And on the fifth is open place, and you can see the 4-story building. And I call this chapter a new start. And on the 5th floor, which is open place, it is more like a rooftop place where you can have Korean barbecue and you can have coffee. And that was my first dream, doing Atomy. And that was 10 years ago. And after 10 years later, that became true. And 10 years ago, we didn't have a banner, we didn't have many products. The President Park Hang-il used a minivan for the product inventory, the warehouse. And 10 years later, we have the Atomy Park. And from 2 to 3 products, we have thousands of products. And we provide the great products, which has absolute quality and price products to thousands of consumers. And I'm very happy. I just wanted to share this story and this news for you to be motivated and inspired. And as you can see, there are 4 pictures on the slide. And you can see the Imperial Master office. And President Park Hang-il wanted to make the Imperial Master the best office. For example, the design and the color and the furniture as well. And Imperial promotion. And yet, I didn't have the building yet. So I had to postpone the date of Imperial, the promotion. But this year, when I have the building, I wanted to show you in person. So right next to my building, as you can see the sky and the space. I really like that space. And I want to implant the trees. And you can see that right next to the the Master office, you can see the rain or snow or even the sunlight. And you can see the pictures as well. This is right next to my office. And yet, the construction work is not finished, and it has been going on. And soon it will finish. I'm looking to finish the project at the end of this year. And when I finish, I will let you know. You can see the picture work and with the photographer. And you can see me drinking hot tea. And 10 years ago, I was going through a very difficult time. And when I started the meat restaurant business, I was doing well in the beginning, but in a couple years later, I failed. And I started to do Atomy business. And when I started to do Atomy business, a lot of people didn't believe me, and also my family, my friends, and other people. Actually, no one believed in me except President Park Hang-gil and also the the members in Atomy. And I want to say that my dream just became true and reality because of Atomy. I do want to say thank you to Atomy. And also, after many times of failure, I became successful and very successful because of Atomy. And if you choose Atomy and Atomy business, you can be successful and you can do a better job than me. And not just dog meat restaurant. I used to do the pizza restaurant and also other types of restaurant as well. And I took out a loan from the bank and the dog meat restaurant. You can see the story of the dog meat restaurant. As soon as I bought the place and people stopped coming to the restaurant. And you can see the picture on the left and on the right as well. And you can see the first center. The first center was my restaurant. And at the first center, which was my restaurant, and the first I was introduced to Atomy cosmetic products because I was the owner. I was the owner of the aesthetic shop. And when I was running the aesthetic shop, everyone was using the great quality of imported cosmetic products, which means that I didn't believe in the cosmetic products in Atomy. But as soon as I apply on my skin, I start to fall in love with the quality, and the price is absolute. I could not believe that. And I started to use it, and I became a full-timer in Atomy as a Atomian. And after falling in love with the quality and the price of Atomy products, especially the absolute cosmetic line, and I was very confident introducing, selling, and delivering information to people, especially women. And women can save money. And as you know, private education is very expensive. At the time, it was $70 to $80 to send the kids to piano and math, English, Korean academy. And a lot of women could save money. That's something that I thought. And I was very confident. And I decided to do that. And I told President Park Hang-gil that I want to sell the cosmetics. And at the time, we didn't have a banner, we didn't have the proper office. And at that time, President Park Hang-gil was the only one who could sell the products, which is cosmetic products. And at the time, President Park Hang-gil didn't even have an office or even warehouse. And President Park Hang-gil made an office with the business license. And I was very sure doing Atomy business, and President Park Hang-gil had the first seminar at my dog meat restaurant. And I remember him driving the minivan, the used minivan, that was the warehouse. And at that time, Atomy was a very small company. However, we had only few people, even we had only few people who believed in Atomy vision. We start to sell products in Iksan. And when I heard his lecture for the first time, it was very difficult for me to believe that because the company didn't have many products, the warehouse, banner, or even a proper office. And President Park Han-gil showed us the Atomy vision. I was very sure because he talked about his vision very clearly. And with absolute quality and price, it's possible. And the reason why my business wasn't successful was because I had to pay rents and I had to pay a lot of money for the employees and others as well. And I couldn't manage the expenses. But President Park Han-gil say that I remember him saying that there is no entrance fee joining Atomy and doing Atomy business. And any ordinary one, if he or she wants to be successful, then you can be successful. And at that time, I was very sure. But for me, my favorite product, as I have mentioned many times before, the cosmetic products. And I just wanted to make $5,000 a month. That was my dream. That was my first dream at the time. And I started to work with President Park Han-gil. He was very passionate. And he was working very hard. Every single day when he was giving us a lecture, you know the Park Yong-ha, the leader, and President Park Han-gil, when he gives out a lecture, and his dress shirt was, and he was full of a sweat, and he had a lot of passion, and he still does. And we all learn from President Park Han-gil. And he was using the podium, and he almost fell because he was in front of the podium for so many hours, and he had a bloody nose, and that was very impressive to us because we, and also including myself, we never saw someone, especially the president of a company, that passionate. And we start to see more vision in Atomy and more vision in, I'm sorry. And when I saw the president, Park Han-gil, I start to believe his lecture and his vision. And also, he was buying a lot of food and the rice cake. And I do want to say thank you. And I couldn't understand at the time of what he was doing. And I start to believe him more and more. And I remember one day it was late at night. And he was texting us. He was, and every single day, for a good job today, good work today. I still remember that. And we replied saying thank you. And he talked about the compensation as well. Maybe next month you can get more compensation. And we always receive those messages. And President Park Han-gil and I, also us, we are one family. And we have been working for 10 years. And as of now, A lot of people are going through a difficult time. We have to gather as a team, we have to gather as a group, we have to believe that. We have to do it. And we have done a very good job for 10 years, and we will do a better job from today. And one day, one of our leader went to the hospital because she was very sick. But she didn't have any money to go to hospital, so the president Park Hang-gil paid all the fee so she could receive the proper treatment from the hospital. And I was very impressed, and everyone was very surprised. And I went to the hospital to see her, and after seeing her, I got out from the hospital, and I just wanted to work with him. He was a very good person. He was a great person. So I decided to do Atomy. At first, I joined Atomy because I wanted to sell cosmetic products. But now, I want to work with him, and I will work with him. It doesn't matter what happens. I'm going to work for him. I'm going to work with him. And also, the sponsor and the partners that you have relationship with, if you have a strong bond and good relationship, then it doesn't matter what kind of obstacle and trouble comes to you, you will face it together as a group and you will overcome that situation, hardship as a group as well. And when you overcome, you can be successful and you will be successful. And I decided that. The first thing that I did that was I threw away the TV. I was really into the movies and watching TV for a long time. But I threw it away so I can spend more time doing more Atomy business. Also, I stopped working out and all my hobbies. I didn't meet any friends. And except Atomy, I was just focusing on Atomy and concentrating on doing Atomy business. And at the time, my kids were very young at the time. And also, I couldn't spend a lot of time with my kids. But if you really think about it, that's paying the price. Because Atomy business was very important to me. The reason why I was going and taking the route I was taking was for the kids. And if they grow up, how can I be responsible and how can I pay for the tuition without taking out the loan? And I was explaining to them, and also I asked them, I talked to them and about their best friends and what they like consistently and persistently. And every time we hang out, even for a short time period, and our relationship became better and better. But I paid the price because I couldn't spend a lot of time with my kids. And most people see Atomy, and most people are not fully committed. For example, if they do Atomy business, but if something comes up, then they do that thing. For example, if some people say this is not for you or network marketing, and they might point fingers at you, then they stop it. So you have to believe yourself. And you have to know why you do Atomy business. And you have to make a goal after making a decision, after 1 year and 3 years, after 5 years later, and where would you like to go and who would you want to be. and you will become the auto sales master, and also soon you'll become Imperial Master. When I was running the aesthetic skin shop, I knew every single detail about the products because I knew the functions of the product and designs of the product and price of the product and the why the price is that way. And when you deliver the information about new products or even the pre-existing the products that we already have, and you have to know why. Why is very important. And after spending a lot of time, and you have to go to what I call field. Field means it could be on the street. It could be going to the center that where you belong. But right now, that's very difficult because of the COVID-19. And you can meet people that you already know or even that you don't know. That's going to the field. And that experience, that knowledge is very important. And also, when I used to go to the field, and that was very important to me. But one day, one of my best friends was making fun of me because it was very sad. I couldn't say anything, and it was very hurt. And when after she was pointing fingers at me, and after the rejection, when I left her restaurant, and I started to cry, and it was very sad. And I got on my car and started to drive. I couldn't stop crying. I remember about 30 minutes. I couldn't drive. And after hours and hours, there's something that came to my mind. And I asked myself if I wanted to quit. But I couldn't and I didn't. The reason why I was doing Atomy business was myself and also my family as well. And I told you about my kids. And I was very motivated, and I started to meet more people. I wanted to show her how successful I could be. And after rejection, no one likes to have the anxiety attack. And after rejection, you can have a choice of being motivated and or not being motivated. And a lot of people have chance and opportunity to have the motivation and inspiration. For example, I was running the dog meat restaurant, and I remember someone coming to my restaurant, and she came to the restaurant every single day asking for the insurance. And every time that she came, I said no. But something was happening. Every time I saw her, there was a different type of no. First, it was 90%, and next, it was 60%, and next, it was 50%, and next, it was 30%. And soon, there was 1% of rejection. And next time she comes, and I'm going to say yes. And that was a story I wanted to tell you because a lot of us are in situations like her. And you have to believe in yourself. And when you want to meet the potential members and who can do Atomy business, if you have to know why, you have to keep going. Knowing the reason is very important. And even after rejection, you have to keep going. As President Park Han-gil said in his lecture so many times. And if you believe that, and if you have that consistency and persistency, and if you keep going, and if you stay in course, then you can be successful, and you will be successful. And going and knowing about the field is very important. Like I had mentioned before, the field means actually meeting people. And now you can meet people through Zoom and other and different types of online platforms. And let's say after Auto Sales Master, and if you ask yourself your position and rethink and to re-strategize your ways and the new route that you're going to take. And in my opinion, you have to go to the field at least 1 year. And after a year of experiencing, then you might have trouble and problems dealing with people, the managing people, and following the system. And President Park Hang-il told me, do not skip a single seminar. And going to the seminar was a must for me. And I worked very hard, and I couldn't get any promotion. All my partners went to the promotion and promotion ceremony speech, and President Park Hang-il told me, and when could you go to the promotion? And I still remember that. But still, I was having difficult time going to be promoted. And being auto sales master, I was making a lot of money. And also, every time I get the promotion, my salary went up. And when I became loyal master and also crown and Imperial Master, I was the first Imperial Master. What I want to say and what I want to tell you is that the place where you are and position where you are doesn't define you. You have too much potential and you have a lot of dreams that will happen, that will come to your life. And you have to work with people and you have to know the field. So please go to the field and learn about the field. And once again, where you are, the place that where you stay or position that you have does not define you. If you really want to be successful, then you have to put in work. So knowing the field and going the field, learning about the field is very important. And I want to say Happy New Year to every single one of you. And yes, I want to talk about more episodes. I want to say thank you for listening. And next episode is that one of my partner came to me, and she came to me with the pouch and the Malaysia and the roll, and she created a lot of success in Malaysia. She carries all the products, and she carries a product. So when she meets people, she let the potential users to use the products. And you can see most of us bring the bags and the pouches and in the cars as well. And she found the pouch and she put a lot of products in the pouch. And every time she meets people, for example, Evening Care, The Fame, Absolutes, and you can see about 15 to 20 products. And when she was carrying those products in the pouch, and a lot of people were carrying the different types of bag, and she came to my office, Imperial Master Park Jeong Soo, please, and Atomy, can make this type of pouch, and you can put the company color in the pouch. And President Park Hang-il came to the room, and that was a very good idea. And I think that was a very good idea. And yes, let's make the pouch. And the headquarters is making the pouch right now. And soon it will be launched as soon as possible. And you don't have to bring the products in one bag or paper bag, and where you have and where it is very heavy. And we will have the pouch, but also we'll have the Atomy design and absolute design. Atomy color, which is absolute color. Are you happy? I'm very happy. Okay. I want to say thank to her and President Park Hang-il as well. And soon, when you go to the field and when you learn things about field, if you let us know that something that is something that you need and that people need, and we have some of the ideas, and it's very great for all of us to share ideas and discuss about the ideas. And also, Atomy SOS, this is the organization, the SOS, the organization we established back in 2016, about 5 years ago. The reason why we made the organization was that the President Park Hang-il has been talking about SOS, and also the President Park Hang-il was doing a lot of the donation and charity from 10 years ago, and our leaders were following that, and we think it's very important to help other people, for people who are in need. And Loyal Club members make more than $200,000 a year, and how can we help the people who are in need? And we gather together as a group. You can see the Loyal Club members. And we gathered together as a group, and we made the association, the organization, and we have the budget about $1.3 million, and every single year we support a lot of people, and we spend about $300,000 to $400,000. And there are a lot of videos that there was the thank you video, and one of the students went to a very good school in Korea, and the student didn't know if they can get the tuition or a supporting fund, and also the person was very happy. And if we didn't send the money, the tuition fee, and she had to work a lot of hours doing part-time, but when she was supported by us, and she was very happy. And also, this person hurt his leg, so he was having trouble of working, and he didn't have enough money to get the proper treatment, because when you go to the hospital, you had to, it cost a lot. And now every single one of them became a fan of Atomy. And now they were supported by Atomy, but sooner or later they will help other people. And we're creating the society where people help each other, especially people who are in need. And I was very happy to hear that. I was very happy to see the news. And when we made SOS, the association and organization, and the role of SOS association is very important, and we're contributing to the society is very important, not just to us and for us to make the better society, and it's good for every single one of us. And if you think about the network marketing industry, we have the biased opinion, prejudice opinions of that. And helping people is very important, especially people who are in need. And if you think about the and people who are doing a lot of the activities, and Atomians, we will do a better job than anyone. And Atomy is rewriting the history of network marketing industry and also leaders as well. And I will lead my partners to do that as well. I'm very happy to say that. And recently, and because of COVID-19, the pandemic situation, I have a lot of projects. My daughter, she went to New Zealand because of the study abroad, and she is really into making food and cooking as well. And I want to have the video chat. And a couple days ago, we had the time. Let's take a look at the video. Okay, that's the video. And that's the food. You can see the salad. Hello, I am the second daughter of Jeong Soo Imperial Master. This is the food styling. And I'm studying in New Zealand. And this is the Atomy product. And you can see many products of here. And this is the food styling. Okay. That was my daughter, my second daughter. She is very lovely, and I love her. And you can see many products of Atomy, and she is using that every single day. She is using the Atomy products. For example, the scissors as well. And yes, I had a very good time and fun. It was very fun. And because of COVID-19, we use to have a meeting. And also, I had a very good time with my daughter, and we talked about her school and personal lives, and it was very fun doing that. And I told my daughter, let's do it again. And you can see my salad. And you can see the soy sauce and the vinegar as well. And that's my salad. What do you think about my salad? It's very good. Okay, when you try that with your partners, that will be very good and fun. And you can see the video and trying different things. And yes, COVID-19 changed our lives. And also, and after becoming successful, I want to help my partners. And Atomy changed my life. I want to say thank you to Atomy. And doing Atomy, motivates me and inspire me in different ways. And now I'm living my life. I'm very happy and helping my partners and people who are doing Atomy business is very meaningful to me, is very happy. So I'm happy every day. And you can see the picture, me making a coffee. It's actually a drip coffee. And watching movie at night. And now, every single year, you can go to the overseas for vacation. For example, once or twice a year, to Southeast Asia. I can go to Southeast Asia for about 30, 40 days. What about the work that I have to do? What do I have to do from now on? And what can I do for my partners and our partners? And for example, I share the pouch episode and story, and there's something that I could do as a leader. And also the SOS organization and association and the Atomy Corporation and headquarter. We have the culture to contribute to the society, and we can do that, and we will do that. And in Atomy, what is the Coma B&H? Coma B&H, and I will go to Coma B&H and ask for the donation and the donation money and create the fund so we can help more people. And if you dream it vividly, it will come true. It will come true. And yes, my dream came true. My dream just became reality. So please, do not miss the chance and this opportunity. And what is your dream? Ask yourself. Stop waiting and do Atomy. You have to do it now. And your dream will become reality. And if I can be here, you can be here faster. And if I'm here, you can take it to the moon. And President Park Han-gil, he gave us the lecture of well-balanced life. I was very motivated, very impressed, and I'm sure that you are very impressed when he gave us the well-balanced life in the middle of today's event. And once again, ask yourself, what is your dream? And also, it was very hard for us to come up with the new products and also do the activities of Atomy. And when I talked to President Park Han-gil, and he told me that he was afraid of doing the business because a lot of people were looking up to President Park Han-gil. Maybe he had a lot of pressure. Maybe he was afraid of doing business and Atomy business. But at the same time, he kept going as a leader. He didn't stop as a leader. And he was helping, also including myself, he was helping people because of a true leader. And also, we didn't stop as well. That's why we are here, and that's what put me into to this position of Imperial Master, so I could send my second daughter to New Zealand to study. And even though if you're afraid, even though you have fear, you have to keep going. And every step is meaningful, and please ask yourself what your dream is, and if you dream it vividly, it will definitely come true. And the life that you want, you will have that. Thank you for listening. Happy New Year. Thank you. See you next time.